We're going to begin, though, with the harsh words for the Trump administration in the case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who, as you know, was mistakenly deported to El Salvador. Well, he is now in a Salvadoran prison, despite a Supreme Court order that the administration should take steps to bring him back to America. A federal judge now says she has seen no evidence that officials have done anything to comply with that order, and that's raising questions about whether they may be ignoring the court. Scott MacFarlane is at the Justice Department with the latest on this story. Scott, good morning. A lot of people want to see this man return back to the United States.
In the meantime, Gayle, the judge has ordered depositions from several top Trump administration officials, and she's put federal lawyers on notice to cancel vacations and cancel appointments, that it is all hands on deck.
The world didn't give it.
With a crowd of supporters and Kilmar Abrego Garcia's wife gathered outside,
I will not stop fighting until I see my husband alive.
His attorneys argue the Department of Justice is defying a judge's orders, refusing to turn over even basic information about what's being done by the Trump administration to return Abrego Garcia, seen here, from a notorious prison in El Salvador, to which he was deported by mistake a month ago. A previous court order in 2019 protected him from being sent to El Salvador, from which he'd fled years earlier.
This case is about the government unlawfully and admitting to unlawfully removing a gentleman from this country. Federal Judge Paula Zinnes blistered Trump administration lawyers for not following her prior orders, saying every day Mr. Abrego Garcia is detained at the Salvadoran prison is another date of irreparable harm, and that she has no tolerance for gamesmanship or grandstanding.
The Constitution is being tested.
Jeffrey Rosen is president and CEO of the National Constitution Center.
We're dealing with the most fundamental questions of whether or not the president will respect an independent judiciary and the rule of law.
The administration continues to allege Abrego Garcia is an MS-13 gang member and that his fate is in the hands of El Salvador, whose president Monday said he wouldn't help ensure a return.
The question is preposterous. How can I smuggle a terrorist into the United States?
Trump administration officials argue if Abrego Garcia is returned to a U.S. port of entry, he'd be immediately deported elsewhere.
If somehow he comes back and that happens, he's going to be detained and removed again.
Yesterday, Republican Senator Chuck Grassley was confronted about the case at his town hall in Iowa.
Are you going to bring that guy back from El Salvador? Yeah. Why not?
Well, because that's not a power of Congress.
Maryland Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen is en route to El Salvador, he says, to try to meet with Kilmar Abrego Garcia and also to meet with Salvadoran leaders to try to secure this man's release. Gayle?
All right, Scott, thank you very much.